G'day, my name is Tom, this is the Tap Place YouTube channel. Welcome back to some more OMSI 2. This is episode 3.1 of Season 2. Last episode we checked out the Solaris Abino PL18. We checked out 3 of the main dashes. This time we're only going to be looking at 2 buses today. We're going to be looking at the Mercedes Citaro version 1.4, which includes this as well as the capacity versions. This is the standard 0530G, I think it's the 0530, I can't remember off the top of my head. Actually, I can find out really quickly. And am I right? Yeah, the 0530G. This one's the 3-door model. And yeah, so this is a bus that's been around forever. If you played OMSI 2 before, you probably have downloaded this bus. It's a really good free bus. And I thought I'll throw it into the articulated bus series. So let's start with like a look at the design. It's a very modern bus. I mean, most of the buses that we've seen, actually all the buses we've seen so far are modern buses. I might throw in a DLC bus in the future though. This is the side profile. Just to look at what we can open. We can open up all the windows here. Let's open all of those. As you can see, this bus is not 50-50 like the other buses were. It actually has a shorter back end than the other buses. Just going to turn up my volume because I have it really down low. None of the compartments open up, unfortunately. We've got 3 axles for this bus. I think we've seen a 4-axle bus before, I don't remember. This is the BlueTech 5 edition of the bus. This has the OM457 engine, OM457 HLA or something like that. I believe you can get these with a 906 as well. There's probably a different pack you can get from Morphe. But most of these buses will have just the... but this is just to show you like the different models. And yeah, on the side you can't... I mean, I don't know what that even does. But you can't really open anything apart from the windows. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's check out the inside if I open the doors. Oh yeah, I can't open it without it turning on the ignition, so we're not going to do that right now. Jumping into the interior of this bus, so as you can see we have very nice blue interior in terms of the seats. We are in the wheelchair access area. Very detailed interior of this bus. In this bus, yeah, like you can read all the sides. That's it. And then yeah, you've got all the seats here, and yeah, very detailed. Not really much to say. Let's hear what the stop sound button sounds like. My steering wheel's not plugged in. Give me 1 second. I had to do the same. It's because I was playing Microsoft Flight Simulator the other day. Because I want to get to the video. I want to start getting some videos. Because as in case you don't know, Friday's my Flight Sim Friday, and I play Microsoft Flight Simulator on my YouTube channel. So, yeah, make sure you stick around for that. Okay, I'll have to press that again. Yeah, we go. So let me just turn it on. If I press the stop button, you can see how it says stop up there. Then you can just open the door. And then open it all the way. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're in the back seat. But yeah, that's just a brief overview of the interior. We're back in the original seat. No, we're not yet. But yeah, lots of views of the interior for you to choose from. So that's very cool. Sorry if you can hear things disconnecting. Oh, my steering wheel's just disconnecting itself again. Why did it do that? Okay, we're good. Alright. But yeah, you can get the idea of how cool this looks. Lots of detail, lots of views to go and check out. Okay, I don't know why it's not changing anymore. It's just not. Anyway. Let's jump on the interior. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Uh-oh. What the hell? Control. F1. Why am I not changing views? Come on, game. No. Change. Oh my god. My steering wheel, my keyboard is having a... There we go. Found it. We're good now. Alright, let's put the steering wheel back on. There we go. Finally. There we go. So here's the interior of the Citaro. So I'll walk you through it. just so you can get an idea of what it is, just in case you're new to this bus, which not many of you are. So to the left you have the air conditioning system here, and you've got your preheaters right here if you're starting on a very cold day and it just won't start again. Don't start again. Thank you. Things are disconnecting and disconnecting. Oh, he's doing it again. No! Back on. Turn back on. Oh, there we go. We've got force feedback. Never mind. Sorry about that. Then you have some more air conditioning things here. You've got your flaps at the top there you can open up. I believe you can, find a way to adjust the steering wheel. Then you have some switch there which you can't open. You have your electric window switch. We'll put those down. Which you can open. There you go, the doors open, the windows open, so we can hear that glorious Mercedes diesel sound. Let's just hide the steering wheel here for a second. So we have the ASR switch. It shows you how high the bus is, which is 3.1 meters. Then you can turn off like this sort of thing here. I don't know a bunch of buses. You can raise the suspension, as you can see. And then you have the, I guess it's like the cold button that you can press. Then it gave you information. Let's show you what happens on the screen. So this is the VDV display that you see on a lot of European buses, which is very, very simple. All you have is your speedometer, which goes up to 125 kilometers per hour. Or it might be video, I'm not too sure. Then you have your warning lights in the middle, and then on the right you have your multi-function display, which I'll go through that in a moment. Then I don't know what the quit button does, we'll find it out. There's your H clock, raise and lower the bus. There's actually a lot of buttons that can do that. It hazards, you can close one of the doors. So this is the 3-door model, if this was the 4-door model, which I'll show you in a bit. This will have 4 doors. And then that's the door that opens and shuts. There's your ticket printing system. And your toll thing there. At the top here's your tachograph. Then you have your timetable up there, as well as like what you have in your whole file here, like your destination reference thing that buses have. Okay, we'll turn on the screen. So to do that, we'll just turn on the ignition. There's the steering wheel, as you can see, very basic steering wheel. 4-spoke Mercedes steering wheel. So we'll start the bus. We'll not start it. We'll just get the screen on. There we go. Screen is coming on. As you can see, it has a little animation. And the first thing you'll see is the brake pressure, and your oil pressure, and the temperature underneath. Then you have your fuel gauge. Then you have some more temperatures for like your oil temperature and everything like that. And then there's your thing, and it tells you that your brake pressure is low. Like quit. I can't flick it. Can I click an OK button or something like that? I may need to let it prime, so I might start the bus first. So to start it, you just hold down your electrics button. So you press, so let me just work that through again. So you turn it on. So you turn it on by your electrics button. Then it goes to your first ignition when you press it again. And then you have, like, it goes to accessories, and it goes to on. That turns your whole switches on. And then it turns all your lights off, and you, either you wait for that, it gives you, this time I've got my, I can see it now, I've got my fuel economy on this now. And then it'll cycle through all the dashes. And then once you're ready, you push your foot in your brake if you want to, or you don't have to, and then you just hold down the starter button and it should start. And there we go. And it's idling. I need to restart my app so I can find out where it's idling at. And it'll do a high idle, as you can hear. I was going to quickly restart my dashboard app here really quickly, so I can work out what it's idling at. It's idling at a pretty high RPM. So this is the sound of the OMSI, which is at full volume, which you can't really hear. So just go to the side. Now what happened to my... No. Hang on, give me a second. Don't add an empty page. Stupid thing. Oh, off to a great start. Having problem. Let's just go quickly grab the Scania dash that I had. Yeah, so let's see what it's revving at now. That one. Alright, let's see. What's it up to? Change scaling. Center. Yep. There we go. Alright. We're idling just under 700 RPM to start off with. Alright, our dash just got off. So you can see. So let's have a look through the dash. So I can just turn it off now. Just going to put it back onto this so we can actually have a flick through. So we found it's done the cold starts, but now we're going to flick through the dash now. So if you want to flick through the dash, you press this button here, these buttons here. So let's wait for it to start back up. So you go, the top button, as you can see, does the top face. So you got your brake pressure, your fuel, and then your other temperatures like your coolant temp and all that stuff, which is currently cold, but we've already done our cold start. Then on the bottom you've got your temperature and your fuel economy. We'll leave it on fuel economy. So you can go have a look at the system stuff. So you got AGL, you can go info, and then you can flip through every single system info fee. Which I have no idea what all of this does. But we've got a whole bunch of info and you can click info to learn about it if you know what that means, and I can just go quit. Then go back to that. So there we go, let's start it back up. There we go, and we're running. It's got a very rough idle as you can hear, just like a diesel should. Alright, let's take it for a little spin. So lights, let's just quickly show you the lights. Here's the horn, standard horn. And then if I put it drive, so we're drive now, and the drive indicator works on your sim dashboard. We put it in reverse, nothing really special happens. There's your IBIS system, I forgot to mention that. Take the parking brake off, put it into drive, let's go. Let's drive it regularly, so I'll go put my thing up. This particular bus is time at 680,000 Ks. I don't know why my battery icon on them. Right, away we go. I think I've clicked something that I shouldn't have. Hang on, let me just bring that back up. I think it was this switch. No, it wasn't, it was this switch. Right, there we go. We'll stick to 50 Ks an hour to start off with so we can see what we're at with revs and everything like that. Oh, that's speedy. So at 50 Ks an hour, which is right here, we're about 1200 RPM. I probably think we're like in 4th or 5th. So let's turn left here, and you can hear the indicator sound, which is good. Some buses you can't, so you know anyway it will do that inside. Right. Now we're going to turn right and do a bit of standing acceleration to see how this OM457. Okay, there we go. Now it's gone up to another gear. So about 1000 RPM now. So now we're going to stop. Let it come to a complete stop. Now we're going to do a hard acceleration. See where it shifts. So about 2000 RPM it shifts. Let's go. It's got hard acceleration to 50. There we go. Turn it off. Ease it off. Yeah, we're in probably. I think we're in 6th gear at 50 Ks an hour. We're doing just over 1100 RPMs. And we are doing, it looks like 8 litres per 100 kilometres. That's not too bad. Let's do a quick, whatever this is, the roundabout test. Just say to go to the roundabout in Australia, we go to the left. And there we go. Into 60. I do about 1400 as soon as it's going to downshift. Alright, now we're going to do the merging on the freeway. And then we'll do our U-turn test down here, and then we'll start on another lap. So let's do the merging on the freeway now. There we go. And absolutely downshifted. It does kick down very well for this bus. And there we go. Into the corner here. Make sure we don't drift too much. We're at top speed of 84.7, which is a very common top speed for an then after we've done the lap, we'll test out the angle protection system thing. Let's see where that goes. There we go. I think we've probably warmed up the engine now. Here we have. So now we're idling it. So when we start the engine back up, so we have to set off the engine for something. We start right up and it's idling very nicely at 600 RPM. Now let's do a U-turn test. So let's see how it does with a turning angle. Just make sure we don't. System. Okay, not too bad. And I haven't tested it. Like, let's get ready to do our track race. So let's go into the racetrack now. So not too bad. It just almost touched the line. So let's go ahead and get the lap out of the way. So we put the microphone closer. So we go to do a rolling start at 50 k's an hour because why not? Well, it's very, very drifty. These articulated buses. Ooh. So we're just doing some drifts there at our rolling start. That's interesting. Right, but round the corner too quickly, so it's very top heavy. Alright. So we're doing 80 almost. And I'm also using this to speed, so I'm holding off there, and yeah, that's about right. Cool. Because some buses, as you know, aren't calibrated really well with the actual OMSI 2 speed. Speed fee. Corner, should have done that, and go this way. And like I said before, if you have an OMSI 2 racetrack, I'd love to see it. And yeah, here we go. And then we've got the hammerhead, so braking. Let's see how well it steers. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Get close to the yellow curve. Then go down this line. Looks like we're doing about 40 litres per 100 k's, which is not great when we're doing this race. And yeah. Also, there's a new DLC out for OMSI 2 that may or may not feature for when we do the commentary drives. It's a new map, so basically you do check that map out. It's kind of like Berlin X10 in a way, which we've done a video on Berlin X10 before with another bus. Alright, we're at top speed, we can brake here now. I hate how the bendy buses have the same similar top speed. That's something I'm not a huge fan of, but again, this is a Delta bus, I'm pretty sure. And here we go, and across the line. Alright, now what we're going to do is test out what the angle is going to be when I do the, overbend protection. So we're doing that now, so we've got full throttle. Okay, keep going. When's it going to happen? Hasn't happened yet. Does it not do it? Maybe it does. Okay, looks like this bus has no protection. Yeah, looks like it doesn't. Yeah, I'll just try this side. But this bus doesn't have overbend protection. It actually sticks to the bed. That's pretty cool. I don't think it's going to happen. I just lost full feedback. So it's going to be very hard to steer. Right, let's go park it. And we're going to grab the other bus out so we can show you the different sizes. We can drive this bus because that's the main difference is the size. Okay, put it neutral. Turn off the engine. I don't know why that does that. For some reason my battery light turns on when I start the engine. So let's turn off the bus now. Our lights are on apparently. There we go. And then we turn off the engine just like that. That's with the starter button. So you start it with your you start it with your electricity button, and you stop it with your start button. Just like the other buses we checked out in the past. Anyway, let's jump into capacity now, which is going to be the second bus we're going to look at. It's a 21 metre bus compared to an 18 metre bus here, which is pretty cool. This is the longest bus we've checked out so far. The GL capacity. It's a 4-door bus. I'm pretty sure M means manual doors, which means it doesn't open on the button. It still has the same engine, so we won't be taking it for a lap. We'll just take it for a. We'll just. I'll just show you like the different size. We won't change. We'll start it, and then we'll just park it so we can compare the size. So let's wait for this to spawn, and then we'll be wrapping it up from here. Just going to quickly go. Oh, it's not going to do that. I'm just going to quickly check on the. It's been 20 minutes so far. That's not too bad compared to the other buses. So the good thing about doing these buses as well, when we do the commentary, comparing the commentary drive and the no commentary drive, I can drive two different versions, just like I did with technically with alright, here it comes. There we go. Just like I kind of did with the series of buses, I drove the say manual buses with the commentary drive, and then the no commentary drive it was automatic. But yeah, so let's have a look see here. So as you can see, this one's more 50-50 compared to the last one, which is like 60-40 maybe. Yeah. So you got 2 doors here and 2 doors at the back. You have 4 axles instead of 3 axles, and it says capacity on the back. Well, so I don't think that one says capacity. No, it doesn't. And yeah, same deal. You can only open the windows, which we'll open now and get it started up. Because it's the same bus essentially, just a bit bigger. Alright. Right, let's start her up. This one's done 800,000 Ks. As you can see here, a little bit different on the dash here with the 4-door buttons there. And apart from that, it's pretty much the same. Let's blow down the window and we'll get this bus started up. So, same deal, you use your electrics button, so that'll be E on your keyboard, whatever you set that to on your steering wheel, or on your controller, or on your joystick, or whatever you play with, that's the button you use. So, let's start with that. Okay, nothing comes up on the dash yet, because we're on accessories. That's a new word, accessories. Then all your lights come on, it's going to be the same deal. Wait for this to go through, got your brake pressure, your oil pressure, your fuel, and you add blue, and the oil is okay, and then you have your other lights there, and then the back, and instead of having the 3 doors and the 3 axles, you actually see all 4 axles on the thing. Obviously, when you take the parking brake off, that goes away. We'll start her up. And same deal. Let's go to. So I think this is the one I might take on the commentary driver, and then the other one will take on a no commentary driver. I'm pretty sure that might be a good idea. But yeah. Right. We're idling roughly at 700 RPM, and let's go. Right, let's go. Oh. Whoops. Right. Let's actually I'll give it a race. Stuff it. I'll just go straight to the race. Stuff it. We're already doing it anyway. So let's see see if it's actually got a different speed limit. So let's see how this goes. We're at 60. It's a little bit slower than the other bus, obviously, because it's heavier. That's why. It's heavier. Even though it's going to be half the same engine and everything, it's definitely heavier than the other bus. We've got no power steering, still okay, no force feedback. But same everything else pretty much. But let's see how different it drives. Whoopsie daisy. I kinda crashed into something, but we're still moving, and the speedo still works, so. Yeah, it definitely feels slower than the other bus. That's good, because that demonstrates how heavy this bus is. That's actually a good thing to have. Let's go around this corner here. Very good. Right, let's turn the ignition back on. No, never mind, not doing that. I was going to say 28 minutes in game time to prepare the bus. So it's got like the same as the MAN buses in OMSI 2. But you can't compare them. Okay, yeah, it's the same top speed. 18. Oh, it's 0.1 kilometers slower. And we're doing that about 1800 RPM. Down to 40 k's an hour. That was a very quick brake. Very big, very good brakes. Yeah, really good brakes. Look at that. It slows you down really quickly if you slam on them. Really, very good brakes. First in case if you do an emergency stop, you can do it easily. Right, there we go. So like I can stop very quickly. Yeah. Yeah. It'll turn itself off, I hope. Turn it off. I was just going to turn it off and turn it back on. There we go, it's better. Yeah, it still starts right on me. Right, let's park it there. And yeah, there we go. So that is a quick look at the Citaro and Citaro capacity. Let's park it right next to each other so we can actually compare the size. Compared to this little 18 metre, that looks weak. No, I'm kidding. The 18 metres are good buses. I think the buses I ride at my town, I think they're 18 metres, I think. Nah, I think they're 21. It might be 21. Not for sure. I think they are 18 metres because they're all Scanias. I don't think there's a 21 metre Scania. Right. So, let's see here. So, as you can see, my nose is sticking out a little bit more longer than this, so this is just like random. Actually, I'm just going to move the other one a little bit more forward. Give me a second here, I'll just go move it forward a little bit. Oh, hang on. Oh, phew. Just going to move it a little bit forward, just going to wait for all the lights to go out and then I'll start the bus. There we go. Just going to move it a little bit forward so we can compare it. There we go. So pretty much nose to nose, as you can see, it looked pretty similar. Except this has a little bit extra room in the back. That's why I think it's more 50-50 on the where the bend is. It's actually like right in half compared to this one, which is like more in the which is more 60-40, I would say. But yeah, as you can see, this one is a little bit longer. That's how it goes to show you how different these buses are. And yeah, so that's where we're going to wrap things up here today for OMSI 2. I hope you did enjoy this video. As you can see, we have two gorgeous buses that we are going to drive in the commentary drives. Or actually, about that, three buses actually, three sets of buses that we're going to drive. We've got the Scania City one that we started off with, and the Solaris has been, and now we've got the Mercedes Citaro. So I wonder what will be next. I'm not 100% sure yet. It might be a DLC bus, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah. And that's where we're going to wrap things up today. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. Make sure you hit the like button if you have. If you stumbled by for the first time, please... Actually, no, I haven't gave you pros and cons yet, dang it. We're not starting yet. We're not ending yet. So the pros and cons of these buses. Number one, pros. They're actually probably the easiest articulated buses I've driven because it doesn't have the bend protection. I'll definitely say that. Two, very simple interior. Don't need to have overloaded buttons like some of the buses in Season 1 we had. Like, for example, the Lion City coach, whatever it is, the MAN coach. That was overloaded with buttons, and also the Iveco Mercedes was overloaded with buttons. And number three, I was going to the interior of it. And number three, it's a very high quality bus for being a free bus. And the negatives, number one, the dash is pretty much the same as a lot of other buses. I wish they did like different versions, like they did with the Solaris, like with the new dash, with a tachometer even, and maybe some variety. So all the interiors are exactly the same. Number 2, even though it doesn't have the overboard protection, I'd love to see the abundance, which is hiding somewhere here. And number 3, I kind of wish they had the other engine option in the bigger buses as well. There is a pack you can download, but why didn't they have that in stock? I have no idea. But yeah, like I said, the interior is pretty much exactly the same as every other bus. That's probably a letdown for me. I mean, I love to see some unique stuff. Kind of like this Coach Bus 256 we checked out on Saturday. And also checking out the Solaris Embito pack as well. That has, I like the fact that it has variety. Overall, I give this bus a 7 out of 10. Do I recommend it? Absolutely, I do. If you want an easy stretch bus or articulate bus to drive, I highly recommend the Mercedes Citaro to start with, the facelift model. And so I'll leave a link in the description down below to download it. It's on the OMSI 2 forum, the main OMSI forum, which has closed down recently, only allowing closed down the support forum, which I don't get why they would do that. And yes, I'll leave that link in for direct download link in the description, I should say, for you to download this bus. It's a very cool bus. And yeah, it goes to show you that I've pretty much reviewed the big 3, the Scania, the Solaris, and the Mercedes, which is what most people are using. I think, yeah, I don't know what next episode would be yet. I'm not going to spoil it. So yeah, I'll be heading off now. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button down below. If you're stopping by for the first time, please subscribe. Take care, have a good one. Bye bye.